Do you know what God's original purpose was? Or shall I say is? Because his purpose does not change. You see, God's original purpose is to rule the earth alongside with his children, which are mankind that he placed on earth, so that they can rule and recreate the culture of heaven and rulership here on the earth. I know some of you all want God to come down from heaven to earth to intervene and to rule, but that was never his original plan. You want to know why? Because he gave us the same capabilities as he has himself. And in his original plan, he has the expectation that we will rule alongside him. I know, some of you all are so disappointed because some of your banter is, if he was such a loving God, why would he allow X, Y, and Z to happen? A couple of reasons. One, and the first one is, God put a limitation on his own power. And since he did, he is bound by that limitation. So he can't break his word, not even for you. In the beginning, the book of Genesis explains that limitation. It starts off by saying, let us, which is inclusive of self, meaning he included himself in that. And then he said, let us make man in my image. Wait, it's our image. He says, let us make man in our image. Then he continues to say, let them. You see, you have to be a reader of words. And sometimes, I know, as a former English teacher, comprehension can be challenging in some, or for some. So when God said, let them, exclusive, that means he's excluded from that. He said, let them, so that they, again, another exclusive word, he excluded himself and put all onus and responsibility upon mankind. And continuing, so that they may have rulership and dominion. Yada, 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 yada. So if you're mad at God for X, Y, and Z of things happening in the earth, you're mad at the wrong person. You should be mad with yourself. That brings me to reason number 2. God's original plan was never to dwell upon the earth. He gave that responsibility to his children. You see, that's why he's called Father God. He's a father. And in his original plan, he created his offspring, his children. And he gave us power and dominion to rule over the earth. Not each other, the earth, the things that are contained within the earth, not people. So the real question is, why are we allowing X, Y, and Z to happen in our earth? Not God. Better yet, why are you allowing X, Y, and Z to happen in the earth? It's our job, our responsibility. Practical application. You have a 17-year-old son. His shoe was untied. Hey, son, tie your shoe. How many times are you going to tell him to tie his shoe? You're going to let him know. Maybe tell him once, perhaps twice. But as a parent, would you really stop to tie your 17-year-old's shoe? Probably not. Because you've taught him how to tie his shoe. You've trained him how to tie his shoe. You've even tied his shoe for him when he was younger on multiple occasions. At this level in the game, your expectation is that he knows how to tie his shoe. He's capable of tying his shoe. And if he doesn't tie his shoe, he would reap the consequences. Could you imagine others on the sideline looking and saying, "Ooh, look at that parent. Why won't they tie their son's shoe?" What? You're joking, right? But some of you all have that same energy about God, which means it's clear that you don't read the word. But it's okay. I'm here to help. So finally, answering the question, what was God's original purpose? God's original purpose is for his children to rule the earth and create the culture of heaven here on earth. That's it.